Game theory. Every time I talk to someone about token economics, they say that, oh yeah, it's all game theory and everything is linked to game theory and we just want to use game theory and it's going to be solved. Well, yes and no. So in this short tutorial or in this short video, I'm going to share what game theory is and how it can be linked to token economics. So what's game theory? Game theory is really just strategic decision making. What's strategic decision making? So if you have 4 options available, you have to think about, if you take option A, what happens, option B, what happens, option C, what happens, option D, what happens. And based on the outcomes of the different options, you want to choose the best decision. So if you think about it, it's like playing chess. Every piece you move in chess, you have to think of what would the opponent do and if your chess piece will be eaten up or not. And you have to plan your way. So game theory is really this art of making the right decisions and making really rational decisions to make sure that the decisions are correct. And what does it ultimately do? Ultimately, we want to analyze the behavior of people as well as the outcomes. We call these outcomes or we call it payoffs. So sometimes the outcomes include different rewards and it could be in monetary terms, so we call it payoffs. And in economics, it's all about understanding how people behave so that we can make predictions based on that and we can have different kind of rules to govern these kind of systems. Which brings me to the last point. What in the world has it got to do with token economics? Well, with token ecosystems, we have a lot of rules embedded. You have different kind of governance, you have consensus, you have different kind of protocols available, and all of these are under this section called mechanism design. So in mechanism design, what we're doing is to create the rules in the game. So how is this linked to game theory? When you have an option available, so you have, let's say, 3 choices for the person to choose. And I want the person to choose the first choice, option A. And how can I incentivize people to do that? So there are a few ways to do it. Firstly, if you don't have any rules, you want to see, okay, maybe without any rules, people will choose option B. And what can I do? I can have an incentive for them to choose option A. So if you choose option A, maybe you get some rewards. And if you choose option B, you get punished. Maybe you can't use your tokens for the next 3 days. If you choose option C, it's not attractive anyway. People don't choose that, but maybe you just put a small little deterrence just in case, a small punishment. So we can use this kind of punishments and incentives to really change the behavior of people, and as a result, we can change the outcome, and it makes the whole ecosystem a little bit more predictable. In general, people like predictability. When we know what's going to happen, we feel a lot safer. We feel that we can join the ecosystem or we can participate in the ecosystem. So from a very, very high level, that's game theory. And if you're interested to get a more real-life example, I'm happy to share an example with Boeing versus Airbus. And if I can get 10 people to comment the airplane emoji in the comments below, then I'll share the example of Boeing versus Airbus and how we are, why we are here today. In the past, Boeing was the market leader, and now there's a flip and switch, and Airbus is the market leader now. So what happened, how they get there, and what's the deal with all of it? Everything is linked to game theory, and there's nothing got to do with prisoner's dilemma because everyone talks about that. Game theory is a lot more than just prisoner's dilemma. So if you're interested, 10 people put the airplane emoji below, and I'll make a video to share that. Till then, bye!